Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to lesson 6. I think this is lesson 6 of our Fortnite unit, and you should have now been going through all the different things that we've looked at on Fortnite through the previous lessons. This lesson is going to be looking at industry and audience, but first of all, let me just very quickly go through the register with you just so that I can check in on who's here. I like to do this. I know it's weird because you're not saying here sir or anything like that, but it just makes me feel like it's a proper lesson rather than I don't know, something else. So is Abdullah here? Good. Hello Abdullah. Corey, Jake, are you here? Yes, thank you very much, Jake. Maddie, come in, sit down. Thank you very much. BB, Idman, Jack, Mohab. Can you take your jacket off, please, Mohab? Thank you. Thank you. Have you got a pen today? That's great. Maddie, Alex, Ollie, and Callum. Hello, everybody. Okay, sorry. I'm speaking like it's a normal lesson. I'm trying to, in my mind, pretend that it's a normal lesson. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, we've got a do now task. I would like you to do this. Your first thing that you will need to be doing is answering this question. What are the 5 platforms that Fortnite Battle Royale is available on? You can fill in the blanks, or you can just write down each of these. Okay, the logos are up there to help you, and there's for extra XP you can write down an answer to this question. What are the benefits of having it on 5 different platforms? So what are the 5 platforms that Fortnite Battle Royale is available on? And you can then answer this question. What are the benefits of having it on 5 different platforms? You can pause the video now, write your answers to that question, and then start the video back up and we'll move on. Okay, we are ready to move on now, and so the answers to those questions are PlayStation. As you can see, you've got the PS logo there, PlayStation logo, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PC or Mac, and mobile devices. So you've got PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PC, Mac, and mobile. So there's 5 different platforms that Fortnite Battle Royale is on. Okay, now benefits of having it on all these 5 different platforms is that, well, we'll talk about this in a bit. But the title for today's lesson is Convergence and Synergy. Convergence and Synergy. It's going to be very, very important for you guys to get a real grip of what these 2 terms mean and how they will apply to Fortnite. There's going to be some new vocabulary, media vocabulary, coming up in this lesson that I'm going to want you to know, I'm going to want you to have written down, and I want you to be able to apply your knowledge of convergence and synergy to the game, to Fortnite. Okay, so we are going to be looking at the impact of technologies and convergence, and we're going to be looking at advertising, marketing, and promotion, and synergy as well. Okay, this terminology is stuff that's not just going to be used in this lesson. It's going to be used in further lessons as we go through the unit, but also when we go and we look at how the film of Spectre was advertised. We're going to be looking at convergence and synergy also. Okay, so there's our title, and that's what I would like you to have written down. Okay, so next up, we're going to be looking at key vocabulary. Okay, so this is the point at which you are going to be writing down the key definitions of key terms. Okay, so the first one we're going to be looking at is technological convergence. Technological convergence. So get that written down, and also get written down what the definition is, which is where one media text, such as Fortnite, is available on multiple platforms, where one media text, such as Fortnite, is available on multiple platforms. So get that written down, please. And just so you know, when we're talking about platforms, I'm talking about what we said before: PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PC and Mac, and on mobile platforms, technological platforms. Okay, feel free to pause it if you need any time to make a note of these. The next one that we're going to be looking at is cross-media convergence. So we've had technological convergence, now we're looking at cross-media convergence. Okay, and cross-media convergence is where a media product is promoted across other media platforms. Okay, cross-media convergence is where a media product is promoted across other media platforms. Cross-media convergence. And finally, we're going to be looking at the word synergy. Synergy, spelled S-Y-N-E-R-G-Y. And that is where two industries, not necessarily media-based, but in this case, we're going to be looking at media industries. When two industries work together to achieve an objective they couldn't do alone. So when two different industries work together to achieve an objective, the objective that they wouldn't be able to do alone. Okay? So if you need to pause it and make a note of those three terms, you might want to put it in your media glossary at the back of your exercise book if you're lucky enough to have your exercise book. I'm fully aware that not all of you have your media studies exercise books or any of your exercise books. You should be making a note of all of this stuff. You should be writing online paper so that you can bring your notes in and you can put it with your exercise book so it's all in one place. Okay. Okay, so make a note of all of those and then we will move on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at today is technological convergence. Okay, and what I would like you to think about and write down is bullet point or mind map any benefits for the audience and the gaming industry for technological convergence. Having benefits of having Fortnite, for example, on PlayStation, on the Xbox, on Nintendo Switch, on PC or Mac, and on the mobile. Benefits for the audience and benefits for the gaming industry, please. Bullet or mind map any benefits. You can pause the video now and you can write your ideas down now, please. Okay, hopefully you have all made some notes, bullet pointed or mind mapped benefits of for the audience and the gaming industry of technological convergence. Okay, here are some of my ideas. You might have these already, or you might have them in different different wordings. But this is what I've got for the audience. First of all, accessibility, to have the game on different platforms means that you can play it in different ways. For example, you might have Fortnite on your mobile, but then when you go home, you might have it on your Xbox, where you can play it in a different way. You can play it anywhere. Anyone can play anywhere at any time. Okay, you can play with your friends who might not be on the same platform as you. So if your mate's got an Xbox and you've got a PlayStation, you can now, with that technological convergence, play with your mate that you might not have been able to play other games with, such as Halo or Doom or any of those games. Okay, it builds social interaction and personal relationships, and if the smart ones around you, among you, will have noticed that social interaction and personal relationships are two of the strands the use and gratifications theory that we looked at a couple of lessons ago. So Bulmer and Katz is brought in there with uses and gratification. So we are socially interacting when we can play on different platforms, and it builds our personal relationships. It builds our friendships. It's something that you do with your friends. Gaming is something that you do with your friends, and it helps you make more friends, that kind of thing. Okay, and you don't necessarily need to purchase a console or a gaming PC or Mac to play it. Okay, so if I've got my mobile phone, I can play Fortnite Battle Royale. All right, so it means that I don't have to buy any new technology to be able to play the game, to be able to get involved. So it's really good for for the audience in any one of those ways. Okay, for the industry, it allows the industry to get a wider audience. So to have their game on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PC, Mac, and on the mobile, it means that they're accessing almost all gamers potentially. Okay. Again, there's this accessibility. They're able to generate more profit with that, with being able to be on 5 different platforms, and they can work with different industries such as Microsoft, Apple, Nintendo, and PlayStation, which is, if you didn't know, owned by Sony. It means that there's more opportunities to fund developments in the game. Okay, so for the industry, it's really, really good that gaming companies get on as many platforms as possible so that they can fund developing the game in different ways. Okay. If you haven't got these notes written down, can you make just a note of anything that you've not got so far? Pause the video if you need to. Okay, we are going to move on now. So here is some evidence of cross-media convergence within the Fortnite brand. Okay, Fortnite has used a streaming platform like Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, to broadcast live competitions. Okay, so Twitch is a streaming service, it's a video service dedicated to gaming videos, and it's owned by Amazon. And so we've got Fortnite, who's owned by Epic Games, using Twitch, using the platform, the video platform of Twitch, for that cross-media convergence. So we have a video streaming site like Twitch, streaming the Fortnite game. So we have 2 different media products coming together. Okay, make a note of that, please. Remember from our last lesson, if you ever see this little emoji making a note, that's what I want you to be doing, writing stuff down. Okay. Okay, so again, in this slide, you're going to be making notes as well. So what we're now going to be looking at is evidence of cross-media convergence and synergy with the Fortnite brand. Okay, now I recognize this fella here. You might recognize this fella here. I only know this guy from my research into Fortnite, and in particular Battle Royale, and we're going to be looking at how the media have come together in this way. Okay, so first thing we need to know, Tyler Ninja Blevins is a Twitch streamer whose profile has risen rapidly alongside the massively popular Fortnite. Okay, so he's a gamer, he's a competitive gamer, and between February 22nd and March 3rd, Blevins gained more than 50,000 subscribers. Okay, and while hundreds of thousands of people tune into Fortnite streams every day, it's not every day that one of the biggest musicians joins them. Okay, at its peak, Ninja's stream with rapper Drake had over 635,000 concurrent viewers. So basically, Drake and Ninja were playing Fortnite Battle Royale together and streaming that on the Twitch site as I went through. And so what you've got here is you've got music. You've got a very, very prominent musician, rapper Drake, coming together with gaming and with streaming. So you've got three different aspects of cross-media convergence here, and this really would have helped Fortnite's brand. It really would have helped Fortnite get access to different audience members, maybe fans of Ninja who might never have played Battle Royale or played a Fortnite game, but might have known Ninja through his work on the game Halo, for example. You might have had fans of Drake who might not be big gamers, but who they see Drake, who they like, who they admire, who they enjoy his music, and then go, oh, right, well, he's into Fortnite, let's see if I can get into that as well. So it was revealed a few weeks ago that Ninja was getting his own Fortnite skin. So actually Fortnite have given Ninja now his own skin. Okay, so they're using this influencer, this YouTuber, this Twitch gamer guy fella to help promote their own game and as a feature of their own game. So we've got the streaming and a YouTuber media and the gaming media coming together. Okay, and here, as you can see, Tyler Blevins, whose name is Ninja, most popular professional gaming in the world, reportedly earns more than 500,000 US dollars from live streams of his gameplay. Ninja's success is intertwined with the popularity of Fortnite Battle Royale, a free game with more than 200 million players worldwide. So you can see that Ninja, his followers would have gone up and up and up because Fortnite is so popular. And after signing an exclusive deal with Microsoft, Ninja recently hit over 1 million subscribers on the live streaming platform Mixer in a matter of days, and he boasts another 22 million YouTube subscribers. So he's pulling in massive numbers. And while Ninja began earning millions in 2018, he's been gaming competitively since 2009, focusing mainly on Halo. So he has been a competitive gamer for more than 10 years, but when Fortnite came out in 2018, he absolutely went through the roof because he's been earning millions on Fortnite. Okay, so I'd like everybody to make notes on what I've just gone through with you. I'll leave this on the screen for a few more seconds. Please pause it so that you can make any notes that you may need. Okay, we're going to move on now. Okay, so what we can see is more evidence of cross-media convergence with the Fortnite brand, in that Fortnite is the most viewed game on YouTube. Okay, it's the most viewed game on YouTube, and you can see from this, just at the point at which this screen grab was taken, it had Fortnite, the official Fortnite YouTube channel, had 8.14 million subscribers. Okay, so YouTube and Fortnite have really helped each other. Okay, so using YouTube, Fortnite has been able to access loads of audience members. It's also been able to send out content and advertise through YouTube in that way. Okay, and it's really good for Fortnite because it's free. Okay, it's absolutely free, so you can open up a YouTube channel and you can get people talking about the game and using this platform of YouTube to advertise and to build a brand. So we're now going to think of the third of our media key vocabulary, which is synergy, and this is a key piece of media terminology that you guys are going to need to be bringing into your work on Fortnite, yes, but also in lots of other aspects of media studies that we're looking at. Okay, so Let's just very quickly have a look at some of these images that I found when I was Google imaging Fortnite. So we've got an official merch store where you can buy t-shirts, sweaters with logos and characters and different things like that from Fortnite. Okay, you've also got toys here. You've got a cuddly toy here. Okay, again with logos on and recognizable colors that Fortnite users might use. You've got then kind of little, I don't know what those are. They're toys, I suppose. There, okay, and you've got different costumes. These are onesies that you can buy that are branded Fortnite, and you can buy hat with these logos, hats with these logos on as well. Okay, and this is just a tiny example of how much official and unofficial merchandise there is for Fortnite. Official merchandise is created with a license that's bought from Epic Games for permission to use the Fortnite brand. So people who are making these t-shirts and these sweatshirts are contacting Epic Games and saying, look, we want to make clothes with Fortnite on them, with imagery from Fortnite on it. Can we please have a license from that, a copyright license? Okay. And Funko Pops, for example, are officially licensed. So that's what these things are here. Unofficial merchandise means that Epic Games do not receive any money for the use of Fortnite branding. Okay, so this means that, and I would imagine looking at these caps, they look fairly cheaply made. I would say that this is an example. These black caps are of unofficial merchandise. The people that make these caps are using this branding, Fortnite branding, but they are not getting permission, and they are not paying Epic Games for the use of these logos. Now, there are two questions, okay, that I would like you to answer, please. Would it be cost effective for Epic Games to sue every company using the Fortnite branding without a license? Would it be cost effective? That's our key question there, our key term there. Is it cost effective? And why or why not? And then the second question, how does it benefit Epic Games and the Fortnite brand to allow unofficial merchandise? So if they allow for these kind of hats to be produced, how does it benefit Epic Games and the Fortnite brand in general? Okay, I'll let you pause the video now to have a think about this. Answer those two questions, please, in writing, in your exercise books or on paper, please. Pause the video now. Okay, we will move on. Okay, so the answer to these questions are this. The answer to the first question is really no. It's not going to be cost effective for Epic Games to sue every company that would use Fortnite branding without a license. There are loads of tiny little companies that are just going to steal the branding, steal the logo, steal all the imagery from Fortnite and put it out there. And for Epic Games to try and get their lawyers to sue every one of those small companies that might pop up all over the world, it would cost too much money. And so it's not going to be cost effective. And actually, it benefits Epic Games and the Fortnite brand to allow unofficial merchandise because it's free advertising. It's allowing people to recognize, oh, look, there's a Fortnite t-shirt. Oh, look, there's a Fortnite cap. Oh, look, that person's into Fortnite. And get them talking about the game and to have the game part of conversations and part of people's lives. And that really benefits people because Epic Games are the only company that makes Fortnite. They're not the only company that makes Fortnite caps, but to have that free advertising, it benefits them. Okay, so we're going to move on now. I would like you to demonstrate an understanding of how convergence and synergy benefit the Fortnite brand. Okay, you can click on this link here. Okay, it's a Fortnite font generator. You can use that to illustrate your understanding. Could you also use the Fortnite font generator to create headings, as some of this work will be for a display? Okay, so those of you that are making a presentation from our last lesson, PowerPoint presentation, you could use the Fortnite font generator to create headings. That would be a real fun thing to do, guys. Okay, moving on very quickly. This is now, I mean, this is just a little piece of fun work that you can be doing at home, but now I'd like you to be moving on to this solo. You're going to be working for the next 15 minutes. I would like you to explain how Convergence and Synergy benefit the Fortnite brand. This is an exam style question. This is the kind of question that you might find in a mock or in a final exam, and it's a 12 marker. Okay, so you can see that the bands are broken down here. Band 4 is 10 to 12 marks. That's the best answer that you can get, and here's a description of exactly what you need to be doing for to be getting 10 to 12 marks. And then you've got band 3, 7 to 9 marked, and an explanation of band 3. Band 2, which is 4 to 6 marks, and an explanation of what you need to do there. Band 1, 1 to 3 marks. Now 12 marks, I would say in an exam you need to spend between 12 and 15 minutes on an answer to this question. Okay, I would like to see some planning when I see your work when we get back to school. This is not work that I'm asking you to submit to me for feedback, but it is work that I will expect to be done when we are back in school. Okay, so pause the video, spend 15 minutes answering this question, please. Okay, and so you should now have spent 15 minutes answering this particular question: how Convergence and Synergy benefit the Fortnite brand, and using these descriptions will help you. Okay, and our plenary, the last thing that we are going to do in this lesson, I would like you to highlight in your work. So you can, if you haven't got a highlighter, that's fine. You can just underline in the work where you have met these criteria. Okay, where have you met in your work? Underline where you've met these criteria, and what mark would you give yourself? What mark would you give yourself? Now that you're thinking about these criteria for band 4, band 3, band 2, and band 1. Okay, give yourself a mark. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Be honest. Where do you think you are? Okay. Right, that's our lesson. Thank you very much. I know that I'm giving a lot of information. I'm talking a lot here. I'm not going down any rabbit holes, you'll notice. I'm staying fairly well focused. What I would like you to do as we're going through this is make sure that your notes are updated and you're attempting these exam style questions as we go through. It will really, really help us as a class so that we're not wasting time going back over stuff that I've actually covered in these videos. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you are all self-isolating, socially distancing, staying safe, and being nice to your families and working hard. Okay? Good luck and God bless. Love you all, and I'll see you for our next lesson.